the year. Good morning, good morning. So I'm using natural lighting, so hopefully y'all can see me good enough. But the clouds and the sun are playing peekaboo, so the sun will come out and it'll look really beautiful and really bright in here, and then the cloud is like, I'm gonna dim that shine. I'm gonna dim it just a little bit, okay? But today we are going to be talking about cleansing your makeup brushes because it is very important that you are cleansing your brushes. And I'm going to be a little transparent, not all the way transparent, because I am somebody who forgets. I am somebody who forgets. I'm not even gonna hold you, and I will be using my brushes for like a month straight and just forget that I need to cleanse my brushes, okay? But we're gonna talk about it. So think of me as like your reminder, okay? If you ain't cleansed your makeup brushes today, take some time to go do that. Okay. So let's get into cleansing your makeup brushes, why it's important, how often you should be doing it, especially if you suffer from acne like me. Our skin will break out quick, okay? And we've been doing a pretty good job at keeping things flowing, all right? So let's talk about it. I'm gonna give a little bit of some time because there's not much people in here. There's one person. Hi, how you doing to the one person who's in here? So I'm going to organize my notes a little bit here real quickly, and while we wait for some more people to come in. But yeah, um, and I just put up a short. Hold on. I just put up a short about it as well because I was in the midst of doing it, so I said, why not share it with you guys? In this video, we're going to talk a little bit more too specifically about facial brushes because those are the brushes that come in contact with your face a lot. And those are the brushes that I think people don't wash as often. And those are the brushes that they come in contact with the larger surface, so they can cause more of a breakout for you. So we're going to be talking more so about like facial brushes that come in contact with the face. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So first thing first, the question that many people may have when it comes to this is like, how often should I be cleansing my makeup brushes? And you should be cleansing your makeup brushes once a week, if not at least once every 2 weeks. Okay, I think in most cases once every 2 weeks is more realistic. I'm just gonna be honest. Life, you got things you're doing. A lot of times we're putting on our makeup in a rush and we're running out the door, so I definitely would say at least once every 2 weeks. All right. um and it can be really simple. You have to just put it into your rotation, into your habit of, making it a conscious thing or writing it down in a note or something to where you were like, okay, let me remember every Tuesday to wash or cleanse my brush. Let me make sure, and you have to do it in the right time too, because if you only have a certain amount of brushes and you cleanse your brush and you need to use it, it's going to be wet. So you want to make sure you are, you know, putting enough time to actually have your brush thoroughly dry before you use it. So you want to make sure you are cleansing your facial brushes at least once every 2 weeks. If you are really good at it, once a week at least, okay? What you want to use to cleanse your brushes. Now with me, I use Dr. Bronner's tea tree soap because for me it's antibacterial, and you want to use something that's antibacterial to cleanse your brushes to remove any bacteria. I've also in the past used regular dish soap, and that's worked perfectly fine. But you do want to use some kind of soap that is going to be antibacterial, that is going to actually cleanse and remove that makeup out of that brush. Because let's be honest, okay, these foundations, especially if they're waterproof foundations, concealers, powders, they really stick to those brushes. They really stick to the inside of the brushes and the bristles, which make it really hard to cleanse. So you want a great soap too that can break that down. And when you are cleansing your brush, you really want to, this is how I do. I take the brush directly in the hand and I rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, and then I would kind of like knead it with my fingers. And I don't have a brush because my brushes are drying to show you. And then I would thoroughly rinse. And you want to rinse your brush until it turns clear. If the brush is still running color from your foundation, do it again. And you need to look on the inside of that brush. Look in the middle of the bristles. Don't just look at the outside and think, oh, my brush is clean. No, no. Open up the middle of that brush and you will see all the stuff that's packed in there. And you want to put some soap directly in there and just, okay? Rinse, 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 rinse until it's thoroughly running clear. And like I said, you want to use antibacterial soap. I've used dish soap in the past. It worked really well. And I use tea tree soap. Okay. So you want to make sure you're using a good soap to cleanse your brushes. Now, when we're talking about brushes and the quality of brushes, and I have to talk about this as well because it's something that when we buy our makeup brushes and we cleanse them, we want our makeup brushes to last, right? And depending on the quality of your makeup brush, like for example, the e.l.f. foundation brush, when I wash that bad boy the first time, it's pretty much a wrap. The bristles start falling out, but it is a cheaper makeup brush. Now, all foundation brushes, all brushes in general, I wash with the bristles at the bottom. I never like to wash it where the water can run into the actual handle because from my experience, it weakens the brush falls apart, and you kind of lose what you buy, right? So I feel like if you wash the brush with the bristles down, run the water that way. You might have to turn it up to get in there for the bristles, to clean it thoroughly, but you want to rinse it and make sure the water is not settling into the handle and the bristles of the brush now, because that can, deteriorate the actual quality of the brush. So you want to be mindful on how you are washing them just to make sure you're not damaging your brushes, right? Maybe more quality brushes are, and I've never really bought any high quality brushes. I just feel like I'm not a makeup artist. It's my own face. So I feel like the regular standard, what was it? Coastal scent brushes that I used to get, e.l.f. They work perfectly for me. And I feel like for the everyday person, they work perfectly fine, right? You just have to be mindful when you wash them. So that's how you want to actually, what soap you want to use to cleanse the brush. And we kind of went into how is important. You can use, I would say if you can use a rag, a towel, I would say that's better, because it's going to absorb the actual water and not have it rolling everywhere. But you want to lay down a towel and you want to sit your brushes, the face brushes, sitting up with the bristles on the towel. You want to do it that way because all that water is going to make sure to drain out and dry that way. Okay, so sit it upright. Okay, and this is good to do. It takes a while for brushes to dry, so I would say do it in the morning. By the next day in the like do it. Okay, so like now I did it. Okay, so for example, I clean my brushes now, right? By tomorrow morning they'll be dry. They'll be good to go. And then you can kind of just like check it midday to see if they're fully dry. You can also lay them flat after they're a certain percentage of dry, so that so that all that water leaks out of the brush and is able to thoroughly dry. But when you are actually cleansing the brush, you want to make sure you're squeezing out all the excessive water. Don't leave water sitting in your brush. Okay, squeeze it out as much as possible. Sit it upright to dry. All right. And then once you do that, you are set. You are ready to use it the next morning. Next, I actually too want to talk about storing your brushes. I think how you store your brushes can also have bacteria come to you. Or bacteria can get on the brushes. Now, I have to do better with this. For me personally, I am so used to just taking my brushes and sticking them in this container that I have that holds them. But all of my brushes are exposed, and I think a lot of us store our brushes this way. And there was a time where I was storing them in like this little pouch that I got. I was like, folding them up and like storing them. But in reality, We don't do that, okay? We really don't. We just kind of put them in our little container and go about, but they're exposed to the elements, they're exposed to dust, they're exposed to so much going in the air, right? So I need to look for something, because I would say if you have something that you can cover your brushes with, use it. If you have something, a little container you can put your brushes into and close it, use it. Closed containers are the best way to keep your brushes clean, away from dust, away from elements. And then sometimes we leave our brushes in the bathroom. Okay. So just all that, it needs to be more of a closed container. So it looks like I got some research to do, because I want to find something that I can store my brushes in that like seals them. I was thinking of maybe something flat, like a little flat container that I can just throw them in and then close it. Um, so yeah, if you guys have any suggestions about that, let me know. I'll probably be able to find something on Amazon. Speaking of, let's go on Amazon, okay? And if you guys have any questions about makeup brushes or cleaning your makeup brushes or anything specific you guys use, share it with me, like any solutions. I used to also use like those little pads that you would get that you can like use with different textures to clean your brushes, but I feel like those are a waste. I feel like they're a waste. I don't think they're really good. But let's get on Amazon really quickly, because I want to see what Amazon has um, for cleansing, for storing brushes, makeup brushes. Let's look together. Storing. You know, it would be fun if we could share. If I could share like my screen with you guys on live. That would be fun. All right, so let's see, storage for makeup brushes. Now, the reason why it is important to cleanse your brushes, and let's dive into this next part of this conversation. The reason why it is important to wash or cleanse your face brushes is because it comes in contact with your skin. All right. And when you are using something every day that is coming in contact with your skin, that is exposed, that has layers of makeup caked on it, that is exposed to the elements of your home or your environment, what ends up happening is that that can be a grounding, a breeding ground for bacteria. And what happens with that when you put it to your face, it can cause you to have what? Breakouts. So if you are someone who has acne or certain skin conditions, you want to be as clean as possible. And I talk about this all the time when it comes to the tools that you're using on your face, how you're cleansing your face, your makeup, your pillowcases, anything that comes in contact with your face, you have to keep it clean to lessen the bacteria, therefore, that your face has less breakouts. Okay. And that is the key thing, because if you're allowing your makeup brushes to just have bacteria stored on them, what happens over time? Next thing you know, you have a whole breakout on the side of your face and you don't know why. You get what I'm saying? Also, eyes. You guys forget bacteria can get into your eyes. That's not what you want. Now you got a whole eye situation and you in a hospital and you got to take because some kind of bacteria from your brush has gotten to, but you're using your foundation brush around your eye. Be mindful that you just want to keep the things that come in contact with your eyes and your face. You want to keep them clean. All right. So that is why it is important to cleanse your brushes. I can't stress it enough. Okay. Um, so I was in the midst of on Amazon looking up some brush containers or holders, because like I said, I think that it's important to protect your brushes, to keep them as clean as possible while you're using them and not have it out in the open exposed to the elements, right? So this one looks pretty cool, and I'm on Amazon just taking a look. So this one looks, I actually like this one. So if you're someone who likes to store your brushes like in your bathroom, look at this one. So you see how it has like a little like cylinder thing, and then where is it? It opens and it closes. Isn't that pretty cool? And you get to just store it in there, and it's plastic, so you can sit on your counter in the bathroom or in your vanity. What does it say at the bottom? Oh, it has like little anti-slip, and it has a little cute little top. Okay, does it come in different colors? It does. It comes in white, gray, and green. $15 is a little okay, but I mean, But that's actually a pretty good thing. That's exactly what we are looking for here. So that is something that you can store your brushes in and close it, and that protects them as well. What else y'all got? So I'm gonna have to get one because I need one because I just don't like how my brushes are so exposed. And I wanted something where it closed like in a container, but then at the same time, opening up the container, having to get, I mean, the other one, that other one looks like you just slide it open and you're able to grab what you need. Now, see, this is one thing I do not like about Amazon because y'all see how that other one was 15, right? Why is this same one $21? That's one thing about Amazon that I don't like. It's like you'll find the same things and there'll be more. Like, how are they able to get away with this? It's a scam. It's a scam. This is why people cancel their Prime memberships. But anyways, that's a whole nother that's a whole nother one. And then this one, if you want to like zip something up, look, they have something like that. But I feel like that would get dirty. You probably want something that's plastic so you can clean it. So yeah, you guys have any questions? I just wanted to come on and have that conversation because I feel like that's really important because we don't be people be forgetting to cleanse their brushes. This is another one. Look. So I'm gonna have to get one. I wonder if I can find one in store somewhere. Sephora don't got nothing like that, huh? And if they did, Sephora probably would. It'll be a leg and an arm. Okay, you want it? $50. $50. And see, they have this one, but this one's like $24. $24. See, they have something like this one. Why are they so pricey though? They're plastic. Like, see, this is the thing. They're little plastic. Like why is? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. Why is this $24? This one right here. Why? It's like a little plastic container, and y'all want $24 for that. So yeah, so that's something that I recommend because I'm gonna have to get up. I found exactly what I was talking about before. Remember I was telling you guys a little plastic container that you can just lay them in flat. Look at that. I like that. Oh, there's a glare. There's a glare. There we go. Yeah. It's pretty deep too. Oh. You know how the fridge, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't have a glare on there. You guys know how the fridges have those little, like those fridge containers have those little things in there, like those little trays? That's what that one has too. It's a little makeup. I like that better though. Like the ones that lay flat where I can store my brushes into it, but I also like the ones that sit up. How much is this one? Decisions. And they're $11.99. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look around. But I do like the one that stands up because it just makes it easier. Oh, no. You know what they got? They got the UV cleaning brushes. The ones that you put in and like the UV thing cleans it. See, now that's being fancy. But look at this one though. Look at this one though. Look. Hold on. This is why I thought of it. Where the video at? So I can show y'all. Okay, here we go. Look at this. I may have to get this one because this one looked pretty cool. See, look, they said the other one, you don't want that. Look how much work you gotta do. You don't want that at all. This is what you want. Push. Up. Store them in there. Up. I think they got me, y'all. Easy peasy, lemon motherfucking squeezy. Look at that. Look. Easy. Okay, I think I know which one I want. I think we want this one. This is the one that I want. And I also really wanted. Y'all want to know how much this shit costs? Girl. $9. $9. So let's heart that. We gonna heart this one. We gonna save that one. Throw it in the cart. So those are just some ideas of how to store your brush and or how to store your brushes to make sure that they are as clean as possible and stay clean. Okay, so that was today's live. I just wanted to come on and talk about the importance of cleaning your brushes, especially if you're someone who has acne or skin conditions, what to use to clean your brush, how often you should be cleaning your brushes, and how to store them so that they can stay clean between use and between washes. Okay, and yeah, they also have those makeup brushes where you can put them in a container and there's a UV light or something that cleanses them. They may be a little bit more pricier. That's something that you want to invest in. But the ones that I showed you guys with the lid on top or the flat container or the one that we just saw where you push down, and those are all off Amazon. So you can find them easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. So yeah, so that was today's live. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to open up the floor now for you guys to go ahead and answer. Um, Anything about skincare, any skincare questions you may have, any concerns, any products you guys are using that's you want to know are working for you, not working for you. This is the floor. And then I'm going to be filming some videos too today for you guys because I still have to review the Derma E retinol line that they sent me. I've been using it for some time, so I wanted to do a final review for you guys so that you guys know exactly how I feel about it. I love Derma E. It's one of my favorite drugstore brands. If you have not gotten you have some Derma E, especially the vitamin C line, you are missing out. You are missing out. Okay, no questions, no questions. All right, you guys. Oh, Perion, you right when I was about to skedaddle. Hey, Perion, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We're just kind of wrapping up here because I was talking about the importance of makeup brushes and all. So, yeah. Yes, but this will be uploaded so you can recatch it. Every live that I do is uploaded to my channel, so you can definitely catch it. And it's kind of tricky because I try to figure out when's the best time to go live, and maybe I need to switch up and go live more in the afternoon when people have time. I mean, I think right now it's like lunchtime for people or almost lunchtime for people, but I think maybe later afternoon is better when people are off to go live. So I may end up changing up how I go live. Because y'all, we gotta work. People gotta work. They got kids, school, things to do. Midday is like, don't nobody really got time to sit around and watch a live unless it's your off day. So yeah, so this will definitely be uploaded. So you can go ahead and do the watch back. But thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you for watching and all that. And yeah, and I will see you guys in my next live, my next video. Make sure to like this live, share it with someone who needs to know to keep the. You know what? Send this to somebody to remind them to cleanse their makeup brushes. There you go. There. Send it to your daughter. She wear her makeup. Send it to her. Your best friend, you do wear her makeup. Send it to her. Okay. Your sister, send it to her. Okay. And remind them that they need to cleanse their makeup brushes. All right. All right. I'll see you guys in the next live, next video. Bye.